We can get going. So we'll start with just some breaths.
Ooh, cool. Sitting.
Yeah.
I'll mute myself.
So just to begin, we can just start with our 6 breaths out. So feel free to just put your hands on your belly and let your belly become really expanded and round and relaxed. And your hands to hold the belly and your belly just to kind of fall and soften into them. And you can even breathe into the hands for 1 or 2 breaths. And then when you're ready, we can take our 6 breaths in and breathe out either through the mouth or the nose. So breathing in and then breathing out, sucking inwards. So letting the muscles become tight in your own time. Great. This is just to kind of get everything out before the practice. And then you can take the attention to the tailbone and then just focus on the tailbone. And then on the in-breath, we'll just follow the back up, follow the spine up all the way, one part at a time, as if we're kind of following the energetic flow. Breathing in and we'll come to the top of the mouth, and then breathing out, we'll just take it down, just feeling the flow, listening and also kind of guiding as we breathe. So when you're ready, focusing on the tailbone and then breathing in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathing out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in, taking the attention up the spine, up the back, following the flow as you breathe in, taking it up the back of the neck, over the top of the head and then the roof of the mouth, and then breathing out, following the flow down the chin, the throat, the chest, the belly, the pelvis, down under, all the way back to the tailbone. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and breathing out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back to the tailbone. Breathing in, maybe going a bit deeper under the skin, taking the awareness up slowly, all the way up the back, up over the head, and to the roof of the mouth. And then breathing out, taking it down. Again, experimenting how far deep, so whether it's under the skin or maybe feeling just over the skin, like water flowing over, blood just flowing under. Coming back to the tailbone, breathing in, following the flow, and breathing out, following it all the way down, back to the tailbone, and then last breath, breathing in, taking the awareness up the spine, up the back of the neck, over the head, down between the eyes and to the roof of the mouth, and then down the chin, the throat, the chest, the ribs, the belly, pelvis, underneath the body, and back to the tailbone. And when you're ready, you can come back to the space, wiggle your hands and toes, open your eyes. You can stand up. Can everyone, is the volume okay? Can you hear me okay? Okay, great. Great. We're just gonna loosen up, loosen the arms and shoulders. Then taking it up if you want. And up again. Great. Then we can shake out our feet. And you can take it further up. And then taking it round. And to the side. So it's really as if we're releasing outwards. And the back. Great, and you can shake the body. Shaking the legs. The upper body. Great. We're going to start with some tendon stretching, and then we'll go to the connection sequence. So, starting with the hand on the chest, then we can using the visualization that from the heel to the fingertip there's an elastic band, and we're just stretching the elastic band all the way, stretching that whole side. And change. Then we can change the arm. And we just want to feel the stretch down the whole side of the body. And changing direction. And from here, we can interlace the fingers, taking the palms out and then up, and then just stretching from the heels to the palms, stretching the body upwards, and then we can twist one way and the other, looking at the backs of the hands. Chi, just pressing the fingers together, creating some pressure and pulling them apart, and then we can just release. Chi, stretching palms in opposite directions from here. And just keeping the visualization of the elastic band, of just stretching really gently, not until it becomes very rigid, but just stretching really lightly and then changing. Not that it becomes loose, so it's still tight. And finding the spaces where you can create more room. For example, between the ears and the shoulders. And from here, just taking the arms out, stretching both ways, taking the palms up and one shoulder rolls in. And then we switch. And then just taking it all the way up and in. And from here, taking the arms up, backs of the hands together, flipping and down. So just going at your own pace and just making it a nice, fluid, easy movement. Two. So we take it up. Shape, taking it up and in. And we can take a little step here if you want. And we've just got our sphere, caressing our sphere with the palms of the hands. And then we can start having our sphere become bigger. And then we can take it all the way up and down. Then taking one set of toes out, we can take our fingers and just slowly walk down the leg. So we might just stay here, or we might walk it further down, just wherever feels good. And when we're down here, we can relax the back of the neck. Maybe drawing the belly button towards the spine. And just walking when we're ready all the way back up, taking our feet parallel and then taking the other toes out. And then just really gently again. And again, we can just relax the neck when we're here, maybe nodding or shaking the head. And breathing into the places where we can feel the stretch. And then we can walk our fingers all the way back up, taking the feet parallel and then taking our elbows. And then from the hips, just letting ourselves come forward. So without pushing and without resisting, we can just come down, relaxing the neck. And then you can use the visualization of a spring of water coming from the ground up through the soles of the feet, all the way up through the legs to the hips, and then flowing down the upper body back into the ground. And we can use our breath, so feeling the water rising up, bubbling up our legs as we breathe in, and then as we breathe out we can just feel the flow of the water, gently letting our upper body flow towards the ground as we breathe out. And then we can shift the weight forwards and back on the feet, so we're just slightly swaying. And then from left to right. And in a circle. And from here we can just release the arms, so it doesn't matter whether they come onto the floor or not, and we can just, wherever we are, walk our fingers forwards as far in front of us as we can, and then when we get to there we can walk them round and back. So just doing this a couple of times. And then taking the elbows, bending the knees a lot, and then just slowly coming up, pushing the hips forward, coming up and in. Nice work, you guys, taking it all the way in and down. So we're gonna go into some connection sequence. I'll just plug you guys in and see. Stay with the Wi-Fi. Perfect. So from here, if you need a little drink of water, especially if it's sunny, feel free to get one now, just a little sip. And from here, we can come into our standing position, so just slightly bending the knees, having our hips nice and relaxed. So just feeling our arch of the legs, tucking our tailbone under slightly, feeling the arch of the back. We can visualize our body like a sheet of fabric, and our head is the corner by which it's held up, and the rest of the body just flows downwards. And you can feel the weight flowing down the body all the way down through the soles of the feet into the ground. And from here we can feel the ground respond, feeling the energy rise up, first up the calves, the backs of the thighs, the spine, each vertebrae one at a time, the neck, and then over the head. As it comes over, we just fall, relax down. So the knees bend and we look up. And then the ground responds, just following the visualization. Up the back of the body and then down the front of the body. So just following it in your own time, taking the attention as the energy goes all the way up the back of the body, over the head, and as it comes over the head, it falls and becomes really light. Like a feather falling to the ground absorbs, and then it rises easily up the back of the body. And if your mind has wandered, just gently taking it back to the visualization, gently taking it back to following the energy flow, both guiding and listening at the same time. Chi changing. So now we visualize a line going down from the tailbone, and then we're painting a semicircle on the ground. So taking the weight from one side to the other. And the head continues. 2, relaxing the muscles at the back of the neck. And then from the base of the spine, creating a vibration, a spiral that travels all the way up. And if there's any part of your back or your neck that's particularly tight, feel free to just pause here and take a second to move backwards and forwards, just releasing, not putting much stress, but just gently moving that part. And then we change directions. And just every time your mind wanders, without judgment, just gently guiding it back to the visualization of the spiral coming up the spine. Focusing the awareness back to the body. Chi is coming back up, and from here we release down into the ground, and then the ground responds, and the energy comes up the back of the body. We push forwards, and like a wave, the energy comes up the back of the body and then falls really gently down the front. So I'll just show you from the side. Coming up. And then falling down. And just follow with your mind, just follow the visualization of the energy coming up the back of the body, over the head, and then falling down. So just in your own time. Just staying present with the visualization. Okay. Taking the arms up and in. And from here, just visualizing a ball in the center of the body. So just below the belly button where our center is. And the ball just rolls as if on a plate, rolls in a circle.
I'm just about to look behind this. Oh, damn it! I won't be able to get out. Yeah. Well, she could go through there, but there's a wheel blocking the way. Yeah, but if she is there, I can't because, you can't get her.
And from the center, there's lots of little strings
She could be there.
attaching to all the different joints of the body. So the center initiates the movement. It rolls in a circle and through all the little strings, all the other joints of the body move. So the main thing is just focusing first on the center, keeping all your awareness on the center rolling.
There's no way we're ever going to find it. Probably not now.
change the direction. And then taking it all the way up, Chi, and in. And from here, just taking the arms up. So similar to the second movement, we paint a semicircle and our palms turn. So again, everything is connected to the center, and as the center turns, spins, the palms move, and we just continuously face forward. Chi, taking up and down. And then from here, we feel the soles of the feet on the ground, and the energy rises up the back of the body. And then as it rises over the head, our neck relaxes, and then each vertebrae at a time. Relaxing down. And we just come down as far as feels good, and then coming up with a straight spine like a snake, coming up, and then the energy releases down into the ground, and then up the back of the body, up to the top, and we just stretch our fingertips all the way up, and then as the energy comes down over the head, over the body, it comes down. You come down as far as feels good, and then coming up with a straight spine like a snake. The energy falls down in front of the body, into the ground, and then the ground responds and it comes up the back of the body. And we stretch up. And then fingertips first, coming down each vertebrae. Breathe in, coming up with a straight spine. Then the energy sinks down and travels up the back of the body, stretching up. Coming up with a straight spine like a snake. Taking it all the way up and in. And the last one for today, just taking our hands on our knees. And our knees come to one side, forward and back. So making a nice big circle, big or small as feels good. And the hands just caress around. And then changing direction. Then we take it all the way up and down. And here we can just come back standing, so taking note of the arch of the legs, the soles of the feet on the ground, the arch of the back, and then the head like the corner of a fabric and the weight just falling down. All the way down the body, through the soles of the feet into the ground. Nice work, you guys. Now we can just release, relax the arms. Taking it up. And up again. Shaking out the legs and the body. Shaking that out. Now we can stretch the soles of the feet. Each side. So just with our toes on the ground, and then we just take our weight slightly onto that foot to just stretch it there. Then from here we can just take the heel down. So one foot, one toe is facing forwards and the other is facing here like a T. And then we just imagine that line from the heel, taking the shoulder forward, taking the elbow, and then twisting one way and the other. Great. Then any last shaking or listening, feel free. Great. Nice work, everyone. Let's see what time. Okay, so 6 minutes past. Oh, got a shell in my glass. Don't know how that happened. Don't know if you guys can see that. Great. I hope everyone feels nice and loose, nice and relaxed. That one is a lot about the spine, or a lot of the movements involve the spine a lot, and sometimes we can maybe feel the spine a bit. So just take it really nice and easy after, and if there's any gentle stretches or rubbing that wants to be done, feel free. We'll do just a little breathing to finish us off, and then if anyone wants to chat or ask any questions, feel free. And if anyone needs to go, that's us at 7 minutes past. Bye, Maria. Lovely to see you.
Bye, ladies. Thanks, Nelly. Thanks, everyone. Many hearts.
Great. So we can come into a nice comfortable position. And we're going to do the breath where we focus on the energetic channel in the middle of the body. So from the center, going up the center of the body to the top of the head, and then curving back down and back to the center just being under the belly button. And we're just going to focus on that falling. So similar to the falling of the connection sequence, there's just imagining a feather falling to the ground, or a leaf, or something that's really light. There's such a gentleness to it and such a release, so everything just releases down and almost becomes part of the ground. So just that sensation, visualizing that kind of a sensation, or even dust in the sunlight when it kind of flies around and it starts to settle down. You can visualize that. So just focusing mostly on the out breath and that sensation in the body. So we'll just begin focusing first on the center. Taking a breath here, focusing on the center. And then we'll begin. So breathing in, following the flow of the energetic channel going up the center of the body, coming past the neck, through the head. And then as we breathe out, just feeling that gentle release in the body, visualizing the sinking or the falling, all the way back to the center, and then breathing in, rising, lengthening, coming up through the chest, the neck, the head, top of the head, and then releasing down. Letting everything flow towards the ground. And then breathing in. Rising through the head, slightly over the head, and then releasing, falling. Sinking, relaxing down to the center, getting all the air out of the lungs, and then breathing in. And breathing out. Letting everything soften. Breathing in. Rising and lengthening up through the body, through the head, top of the head, and then curving round. And breathing in. And out. Feeling all the places the body is connected to the ground. And breathing in. And out. Softening into those places. Breathing in, last 2 breaths. and out. Anything that can relax can just fall down. Breathing in, last breath, filling the lungs, and breathing out, softening, breathing all the air out. Great. And when we're ready, coming back to the space, moving our body. So nice. Definitely gonna be sunburned tomorrow, I think.
That was fantastic.
Thanks so much, Caroline, for being here.
It's a real gift, and to be with the community that you've collected and built, and beautiful people. And today to be outside and Hazel also out.
Yeah, it's a whole different experience, isn't it, outside?
The clouds stretching.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you. I'm gonna go, but I hope to set up something soon. Let's hang out.
Yeah, I'd love to. Have a lovely day.
Bye. Bye, Hazel. Bye, Zoe.
Bye, Caroline. I don't know if you can hear me. Oh, yes. I was just manoeuvring. I didn't want to make you seasick. Getting into my hammock again. I had optimum hammock conditions there. I had to move. Oh, it was perfect. Let's see if I can recreate them. Bye, Caroline. Always a joy to be in your energy field.
I know, same.
Mwah.
Oh, cute.
Oh, it was awesome.
Oh, yeah, it's so lovely being outside. I literally felt like being in Sicily with the sun, and you're just like,
magic. I was like, I'm going to ditch Qigong today. I'm just like, it's too nice. I thought, fuck it, I'll do it outside.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So glad I did. It's getting quite cool in this wee corner, but I'm staying. It's so good. I feel really good.
Nice.
You weren't wrong about the spine. I feel my spine, and I've got this really amazing position in the hammock, and it was like completely supporting my whole body. In fact, I might have recreated it, like to lie straight. You know, like if you lie diagonally in it, you don't have that banana shape. You can lie actually straight. It's great. So good.
So good.
I'm in my happy place. Totally blissed out.
I'm very jealous.
Yeah,
and there's a wee squirrel squirreling about, so cute, leaping from the branches above me. It's like, hi, come to do Qigong with me.
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah. How are you? So your volume is very low for some reason.
Really? Is this better? Is better?
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm on the laptop. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Very jealous. I've got actually a wee sneaky screenshot because it looks so lovely. I don't think I got people's faces in it, but it just looks so nice. Just looking, probably the nicest Zoom call I've had, with just loads of trees.
Oh yeah, so nice.
Nice.
So good being outside. And it's so good having internet outside. It's like a whole new, like, that was always the thing for me. Zoom calls, it's like always inside. But now it's like, so good.
And
are you? Oh, sorry.
No. I was just gonna say, and the wind wasn't like, the sound wasn't bad or anything.
Oh, good. I feel like I start talking very quietly. I find it really hard to talk loud when I'm kind of getting really into it. So, in general, that's me. I just need to project more.
The sound was good. The sound was good. And I was going to ask, are you on your phone or you're a...
Yeah, I got a contract so that I now have unlimited data. How crazy is that?
Ha ha ha!
I'm like, oh,
nice, nice.
Because when I'm in the Lake District, I think they said the Wi-Fi is very bad there, so I was looking up where there's good signal, and at first when I looked, it was like no signal at all from any of the places. But then Vodafone apparently isn't so bad, so I got this.
They usually like pull through in obscure places and don't or something like that.
Yeah, so it's really.
What's going to be your kind of main tasks, activities? What are you going to be doing down in Lake District?
So there's the outdoor kind of adventure activities with the young people. So that's like kayaking, climbing. So people will come for, I think, mostly the weekend and then stay from Friday to Sunday. And then there's day trips as well, people coming. And then the extra thing I'm doing is environmental work where you go out to schools and there's 14 to 18-year-olds that are the leaders of projects that are environmentally friendly for their area, and they kind of lead it, and I think basically you support it and help them do all the things.
So are you like a kind of team leader for that, like a group of young people?
Basically, yeah, it's like the Scouts. It's like, you know how I don't know if they just started that, but you know how after primary school or sometimes in high school you go to those kind of outdoor adventure places.
Oh yeah.
It's basically that you're an outdoor instructor.
Like Outward Bound kind of thing, and you like team building and confidence building and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, only hopefully not so much of those kinds of activities and more like just kayaking and like climbing.
Yeah, but like just the act of kayaking and climbing and like just kind of supporting each other, like go for it, yay, you know, that kind of thing. Like physical support, like moral support when doing like stretching yourself a wee bit outside your comfort zone.
Definitely, yeah. So I think it's the school kids coming, or Scouts kids and school kids
cool.
coming, and then you lead it.
So good.
Yeah.
But you didn't need any sort of qualification for it?
No,
I was going to say.
We're getting the qualifications, so afterwards I'll be qualified to do all of the outdoor adventure activities.
Is it a volunteering or a student post or something? Like you volunteer and you get your qualification as a result of it, like?
Yeah, so you volunteer. Basically, it's you get your food and accommodation all paid for, and you get a little bit of money. And yeah, so it's basically volunteer. It's as a volunteer, and then you get your qualifications after. Yeah.
How cool! So I might just pack my job in and come and join you. I don't know about climbing, but I could do the kayaking bit. I love kayaking.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can see outside so much.
I know. In the Lake District, no less. Stunning.
It'll be so good.
Surrounded by Kendall mint cake. Oh wow, that's so cool. In fact, we'll come down. Can we come and visit you?
I think so. I hope so.
When Paolo and Gabby come.
Yeah, that'd be
so cool. We should try and get the camper van on the road by then, so we've got somewhere to sleep.
Hazel and Alan have an amazing camper van. So good.
We haven't got it on the road yet. We've stayed in it once. Somebody gave us it, donated it to us, but it needs work done. It's not MOT'd, so we got away last February, just when we got. Is a cat there?
Yeah.
Just when we got given it, and then we took it off the road till we get it MOT'd and fixed up. Nice. So that needs to be a priority. Oh gosh, I don't know how I'm going to do that and this functional medicine thing. Money.
What is functional medicine?
It's like expensive. It's kind of like what you wish your doctor would do, but just doesn't. It's like a holistic GP, but they look into they do all tests and stuff to find out the intercorrelation between different symptoms, you know, like hormone tests and gut biomes and heavy metals, mercury fillings, you know, exposure to toxins and stuff. Like, they just look at everything that could be affecting your health and try and give you a treatment based on all of it. You know, mood, relationships, diet, minerals, vitamins, you know, just everything. But it's expensive to get just the consultation, and then you have to pay for each individual test, which can range anything from like 150 to 400 pounds. So yeah, one of my buddies was like, "Oh, we'll set up a GoFundMe page called Hazel's Healing. Hazel's Healing. We'll get." And I was like, "You're cringe." And she's like, "We can do this." And I'm just like, "Oh God," but I might have to. But maybe do it in America. Maybe not here. Americans don't seem to flinch when you like. All my buddies are like, "Yeah, we'll be fine. I'll start you out." And I'm just like, "What?" And you don't even have the balls to kind of go, "What do you mean? Like, you're going to give me money or like what?" And I was just like, oh dear, they don't have a problem, do they, with abundance and fucking all these abundant buddies that are just Anyway, we'll see. So with that, and try to get the camper van on the road, it'll be interesting. But if we could do that, then we could definitely come down and
it would be so good. I definitely
have a wee home away from home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
Need to sort
Your
it.
mum got a camper van, Zoe. A Zoe Z. She likes being, even though it shouldn't be Zoe Z, it's Zoe H, but Zoe Z sounds better.
Wait,
like Zorro, like the not as cool version.
Not true.
Zoe Z.
I don't think it's anything that's. I mean, maybe I could be wrong. But I don't think it's anything that's crossed her mind before.
Really? I just thought because she did all that overland driving that a camper van would be a kind of logical sort of. But no.
Yeah. No. I know what you mean. I don't know. I think because they've definitely done camping, and then I think she was just saying it's just like because they go off season, it's so cheap. But I think, I don't know if she would like a camper van. She does like. I mean, she does like her luxuries. Maybe it's not like I don't know. I'd love it. I'd love her to get a camper van. My dad, I think they also got it for like 200 quid or something. But unfortunately, the engine just went on fire recently. So
that's scary. Oh.
Yeah. Bring that one back to life.
Yeah. Wow.
That is the dream. I would love one. What's yours like, Hazel?
It's pretty. I mean, it's old, but it's really well kitted out. Like, it was a good friend, Ross's mum and dad had it, and they were like touring around Europe and France and stuff like that. It's Holly messaging. And they just it wasn't going to get through its next MOT, and they just decided that they wanted to get rid of it. And if they were going to get another one, they would get a kind of bigger model. So it's like a oh God, what make is it? It's green. Oh shit, is it a red? What make is it? Fuck. What's the one with the upward triangles? Is that Renault? No. And this I'm not sure, but anyway, it's yeah, I don't know. But it's got a bike rack on the back. It's got an awning at the side. It's got a tape deck. Yes. It's got a wee sink and a toilet, and it's all been all upholstered because Ross's brother and sister-in-law are upholsterers, so they upholstered all the seats, and they've carpeted it, and they put in LED lights so you can have mood lighting, and it's fully kitted out with like duvets and pillows and cutlery and pots and pans and wine glasses, and it's like they've just like gone. They like their luxuries, so they've kind of gone to town and made it really nice. And we bought an outdoor shower thing so that we can attach it to the bike rack and have showers if we need it. It just runs on, you can charge it on a USB thing, and it's got like 45-minute charge, and you get a wee shower. You just stick it in a bucket. You just like, I guess it might be cold water, but we could boil a kettle. We could have warm water. So yeah, it's got a bit of luxury.
Yeah, it's a good size as well.
It is. It sleeps too comfortably. And you know, you could always pitch a tent under the awning, or just have, you know, a tent and just use the van for eating and playing cards and singing, and it's raining. What's that?
Hiding from the midges.
Hiding from the midges. Yeah. Book club. Crossword puzzles. Whatever. Art. Doing whatever. So yeah. It'll be great to get it on the road. Once the bathroom's done, that's the next priority. Exciting.
I went through a phase of looking at how people had camper vans with little like jewelers desks as well, like jewelers. And there's some really fun looking things on Pinterest, because I was like, could I do that? Could I just travel and make jewelry?
Yes.
So, yeah. Absolutely, like a mobile shop, like a wee mobile Etsy deliver. You see them in town.
Yeah.
Pop up.
Yeah, that'd be so good. I guess you could go from like craft fair to craft fair.
Yeah, totally.
There's a
woman
amazing on YouTube who does jewelry and lives in a van with her dog in Scotland.
Who did?
It's a YouTube video I watched. She does like vlogs, and it's like a life of the day of, and she makes jewelry in her van and goes around and walks her dog.
Oh, and travels with a dog. That would be so nice. I saw someone ages ago, but when I was driving through Glencoe, and there was a woman. She had, I don't know if it was a camper van or it was just a big car, a big van, and she had like cats on the dashboard, like 3 cats. I was like driving through the countryside with cats in your car. Yeah.
Mad Hazel, because I also saw that driving through Glencoe. Like, yeah. It was like
the crazy cat lady that just hangs out at the car park in the sky.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know what point it is, but it's a point where you like turn round the corner and there's a kind of decent car.
Yeah, exact same place. Yeah, maybe she's a Janny. She's there to move people on, does a camp overnight or something. Yeah, that's the exact same spot I saw. That's so funny.
I thought it was like a young couple, and they just had one cat